Corbin Carroll. Way inside, gets out of the way.
7 o'clock.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
That one fouled off, 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Max Muncy, the next to hit, takes outside. Nobody out, runner at first. And now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of.
Runner on the go. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And gone into the home run basket. And they grab the lead. It's 2-0. And now it's Mookie Betts. And first offering is fouled off.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That one not close. And that's ball 1. He swings and fouls one off. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the third and final game of the series. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Hard hit left side. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Ketel Marte. Between his size and his fastball, Bob Gibson probably was considered one of the most intimidating pitchers of all time. Just missed.
Yeah, just his demeanor out there on the mound. It was all business, and didn't talk, fraternized with the other team, and is ready to take care of business, do his job every day he was on the mound. Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And here is Gil Hodges.
Seemed like if you take a big swing off of Gibson, you better make contact, because if you swing and miss, the next one's probably coming up near the shoulder.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Slider misses outside. Next pitch inside, ball 3. Now a screamer into the outfield. Junior makes the catch. 2 away down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Dalton Rushing stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That one drilled left field. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
Lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Tucker on the move. And that'll do it. Back here at Wrigley Field, and towing the slab in this one, Fernando Valenzuela.
Boog, he's a guy that takes great care of himself because he wants to finish every game he starts. I think for any lineup that faces him, you've got to try to have lengthy at-bats and run up that pitch count. Anything to help get him out of the game early.
Now the left fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Kicks and deals.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Next to hit, Ellie De La Cruz. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. De La Cruz getting to start at third, batting second in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Inside, just missed. Outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Check swing, called strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Ken Griffey Jr. First pitch, just misses. 2 outs, bases empty. Craig Counsell going with a pinch hitter here. Sammy Sosa looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty.
No, ball.
There's the strike.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swung on, belted. And that is a foul ball. 2-2 on the way. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Rushing, collects, fires to first. Got him. Inning over. Here at Wrigley Field, and now Shohei Ohtani. Gibson back to work. Laced to right center, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just a solid swing right there.
Shohei on the go. That's in for a strike.
He's in there.
Safe at second, and that was not close. Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Corbin Carroll digging in for the Rockies. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Sosa makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Here comes Max. Muncy. He's already homered in this game. And that's down and away.
1-0.
And downstairs.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Sosa pulls that one down, and that is that. Back here at the friendly confines. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. So now here's Kyle Tucker. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. Next pitch is outside. Tucker hits for power. He's got 30 homer power, but the strikeout rate is under 20%. Late with the swing there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There's the swing and a miss.
2-2.
And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. At the plate, Ted Simmons. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over. And we're back. And the batter will be the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
And another ball.
2-0.
And strike 1 to Mookie Betts.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
This one high in the air to left center. Crow Armstrong hauls it in, and there's one away. Ketel Marte up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Strike 1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So 2 down now, and here is Gil Hodges. Headed towards the corner. Tucker really on his horse for it. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Throw cut off, down to the plate. He beats it, safe. And they lead by 3.
Back-to-back base hits. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Tatis, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one off the mark. 1 ball, 1 strike. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And he blows that one by him at 100. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Man at second. Here's a high chopper. To first, save. And runners at the corners after the infield single. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That's ripped. Base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away. Here's a big power threat. Chase Headley. That one catches the zone. Strike 1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
On the inside corner for a strike. And a good eye there.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Stays alive. Tatis, the runner at third. Ohtani on at first with 2 down. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Larry Walker. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Inside.
No,
ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Puts it away for the out. And now it's Dansby Swanson. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Dansby will head back to the dugout after the K. So up next, J.J. Weatherholt. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
It's 0-1.
And that one is inside, ball 1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back here at Wrigley Field, here's the center fielder, Corbin Carroll. Carroll, 24 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019.
All these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And a foul ball.